record. Okay, I'm out here with Olivia, and for the people of YouTube, Olivia and I have been friends since we were like 3?
Two.
Pretty much our whole lives. I think I have a baby picture of me and Olivia somewhere in my room. Might have to pull that out. But anyway, so basically I'm going to ask you 10 questions about yourself. They shouldn't be too hard, but they're kind of fun.
Okay.
Question number 1. What is your Patronus? Like from Harry Potter.
My Patronus?
Your self-chosen Patronus.
My Patronus would either be a tiger or a beluga whale.
Why? Those are very different animals.
Oh, I know. But they're both important in where they reside. I would mostly go with the tiger just because, like, I feel strongly about them, and I want to resemble a lot of the characteristics that they do. And I feel like for beluga whales, they're the same but more silly. They're not as like, hey, I'm going to eat you kind of approach, if that makes sense. So somewhere in between there.
So like a large animal in its ecosystem that's somewhat playful, but also like can do its own thing, take care of itself.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What is or are some hobbies that you have?
Like continual hobbies or like?
Could be momentary. It could even be one that you like want to have or that you used to have.
Okay. Well, I like to do a lot of arts and crafts, and my dog just peed in my room. I don't know what to do.
Oh no.
Hey, Josh. That I have lots of arts and crafts, like painting and coloring and journaling, but like fancy journaling, like calligraphy.
Oh.
I like to do resin art and just kind of make things out of it. Take those molds and just put things like pressed flowers and foil flakes and...
That's so cute. I love watching those videos on Instagram.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a hard process, and especially when you're like new to it and like know your boundaries, it's definitely a lot, but I do really like doing it, and I always get new ideas every day for it. Aside from that, I try and be as musical as possible, but it's harder when you're in an apartment. I just ordered a keyboard set from Best Buy, so that should be here on Monday. Because I want to be able to play piano if I want to be able to play piano. So I'm going to buy a piano.
With headphones and stuff?
Yeah. So I tried the crochet thing for a while, but I need more of like a tutor in-person experience to be like, oh, that's how that happens. Like, you know what I mean?
I got you.
It doesn't just like, I can't just watch a video over and over again and be like, oh, I totally get it, and then make it, because I've tried that.
No, I learned one stitch pattern, and I don't think I'll ever learn a second one. It was hard enough.
No, yeah. I totally get it. But yeah, I don't think I have any other real hobbies right now. Like, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where things are just so chaotic, I don't have time to do the things that, like, my heart desires. And that could be on me, but, like...
It's a thing. We're in the middle of a crazy pandemic. It's been quite a year.
Yeah. Yeah, and my mind's just going in so many circles every day. It can't ever settle down just to create something.
Mm-hmm. What
Yeah.
are your pet peeves?
My pet peeves in life or in relationship, in family.
Up to you, I guess.
Okay. My pet peeves. One thing is when people discredit my information as if I've not done enough research. Like when I make a statement about something and then somebody just shoots it down as like oh, I've been there, I know. When I'm like, but that's not what I meant, and that's not okay. You know, I feel like I get into those with my coworker sometimes, and I'm like, okay, well, okay, you just think what you want to think, and I will do what I do as a 20-year-old. So, and
Your
the pet
coworker's
peeve,
20?
huh?
Your coworker's 20?
No, she's 40, so she
Oh,
treats me like a child all the time.
that's fun.
Like anything I say, she has to Google fact check it, or she doesn't believe it.
Wow,
Yeah.
she sounds real mature.
No, she's not.
Okay.
I told her we wanted to buy more like locally sourced chocolate that didn't have to have its hands in the slave child labor industry. And I told her that, like, yeah, Hershey's and Nestle, like, those guys are all dealing with child labor in Africa to source the cocoa beans. And she was like, no, I've been to the Hershey's plant in Pennsylvania. I know what they do. They don't use child labor.
So
I'm like, but you're only seeing the end product. You don't
yeah.
see.
Are they growing cocoa inside of the plant? I don't think so. But okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just dumb stuff like that. Those kids are my pet peeves because I'm like, just because you're older and you've had more life experience doesn't mean you're wise in all things. Like, you can be
Yeah.
wise in things that you know, but other people younger than you can be more wise than you in other things that they've experienced and they've spent time researching and like digging their life into.
Preach.
Shit.
Okay, if you could be reborn as absolutely anything, an idea, a person, an animal, an object, whatever, what would you like to be reborn as?
Okay, throwing in some what is that, Buddhism, reincarnation? I don't know, honestly. At this point, who do you even choose to be reincarnated as? Because everybody's getting fucked anyways. So, like, you could be like an amazing tiger, like so fierce and so wild, but at the same time, there's motherfucking poachers out there killing you for your skin, for game.
You could be a tiger in a different time period, maybe.
Probably. I don't doubt it.
I mean, if you're being reborn as things, it probably isn't linear.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, but
I don't know. I feel like if I had to come back as something, I would not want to come back as a cricket, cockroach, or feeder mouse, feeder rat.
solid choices. Yeah, don't be one of those.
I think I'd probably come back. See, if I'm living land right now, I'd probably come back as an aquatic animal, like a beluga whale or an orca whale.
Orcas are beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And they just do their thing. I'm like, yeah, no, me too. Or maybe even a sea tortoise. Those guys live like 170 years.
Would you want to live that long?
Honestly, yeah.
All right then, some kind of water animal, a big water animal though. What is a soft fear that you have? Like not your, your core terrifying fear, but just like something a little softer.
I have to really think about that. Okay. Soft fear. I don't know. I've got so many fears. How do I narrow this down just a little bit?
Well, like, I'm scared of dentists, which is not a soft fear exactly, because I'm really scared of them, but it's softer than, like, being kidnapped, which is also a valid fear.
I guess a soft fear would be like me trying to get acclimated to new people, but then like creepy Anthony starts trying to like hit on me or something, and I'm fearful because I don't want to come off as like a bitch and just like be like, no, we're not a thing, but I don't want to like. Does that make sense? Like, and just like,
yeah,
just thinking about like my new work situation, like I don't want any of them to come off of me like weird kind of thing, and I don't know how I'd approach that while still keeping it professional. Like, I don't know. Because one of my coworkers pulled me over and she's like, hey, just be aware so and so might hit on you, and I'm like, okay, well, I am happily committed, but it makes me uncomfortable just thinking that would even be a thing.
Yeah, then you have to worry about it. It's like so unnecessary.
And yeah, so
Get a ring on it. Okay, who's a character that you relate to from a movie or a book or a TV show or whatever?
Oh wow, all of those choices. Okay. Now I'm trying to like partially analyze. Who do I relate to? Who do I look like?
You're doing it by your face?
I guess. I don't know, personality?
You've never like read a book or seen a show and been like, oh yeah, that person is so much like me?
Not really. No. I mean, like the closest I would think would have been like Belle, but she is too nice to be me. But like the whole just wanting to know things and do more than they say you should do, and I don't know, it's her same thing like when she played Hermione, that Belle. Like all the Bells and the Hermione aspect of that, like that's what I admire. I want to be somebody who's well outspoken and intelligent.
Nice. Good choices. What is a thing that you say a lot or a gesture that you do a lot that like people have quoted you on? Or if someone was going to make fun of you, what would they do?
Well, Josh goes, oh my gosh, I'm Olivia. Another like a phrase when something happens and I'm just like, what are you gonna do about it? And I go, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? So every time I start singing that song, my boyfriend like stops me before I even continue. He's like, stop. So just a lot of like weird things.
Fitting. What is an unpopular opinion that you have?
An unpopular opinion?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. We were just talking about this the other day. My unpopular opinion.
I have that stuck in my head now. What you gonna do? What you
Yeah, right? That's what you need. But it also solved your problem at the same time. You're like, I know what I'm gonna do about it. But it's not the same like that. So, let's see. Can you repeat the question? I spaced out.
Unpopular opinion. It can be unpopular from anything, like unpopular from your coworkers or from your family or from a community.
Unpopular opinion. I feel like I have quite a bit of those, but like the context is so like spread out, you know. Like Josh the other day was like, "Wow, I really like her arm tattoo," and I look at it and I'm just like, and then he's like, "We'll talk about it in a second." And so we roll out the window, and he was like, "It was a really well done tattoo." I was like, "No, yeah, it really was well done, but all she had was flowers, a butterfly, and a rose. That is the most basic, like, idea of a tattoo." Yes, the work was great. It was great lining and shading, and but like the tattoo choice was just like they could have took more than 30 seconds to decide what you wanted on your arm for the rest of your life.
I feel like you need a roast channel. You need to just roast people because you're good at it.
Why am I roasting people?
Her poor tattoos. What's your favorite thing about yourself?
Oh God. Lizzie, you're getting me. You picked me on the night where I manically cut off more than half of my hair.
I know. Is that your favorite thing, your spontaneity?
I would think yes, because like that's the same thing that'll be like, hey, let's go on a road trip to Portland tonight.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I love on the whim planning. It just makes the trip go better. It always does. And it makes me happier. Because then I don't get all this built up anxiety over it. It's just happening and I'm just there. So what's there to be anxious about?
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently I have really bad FOMO.
You have a fear of missing out?
Yeah. That's what my dad says.
I do for some things. Other things I'm very happy to miss out on. But.
Yeah.
What is your ideal day? Last question, by the way.
Ideal day, like at any point.
Yeah, just like if you could have a perfect day, what would probably be part of it?
Whoa, what would be part of it? So we're not just talking about like the weather.
No, I was thinking, like, what would you want to do? Who would you want to be with? You could talk about the weather too if you want. I always prefer summer days, but that's just me.
Well, I was thinking, like, it starts off in my mind. I'm on a balcony at a hotel, and it's 75 degrees with no clouds, with a nice breeze. So just a good enough temperature to be able to wear shorts and maybe get a little tan on. And then I'd probably want to go to a water park and do all the ridiculous things you do there.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else you want to say to the people?
No. I was just pretending like we weren't talking to people the whole time.
Anything else you want to say about yourself?
Yeah. For any person listening besides Lizzie, which I hope is just Lizzie, love yourself and be yourself. And if you feel you need to be somewhere else, then put yourself there. But also just love yourself. That's it.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks for letting me interview you. Thanks for watching. See you for our next typed flavor.